gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. This return starts at the 5. Spins out of one stop. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It's a tough season, Kate, New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a fifth-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured, and now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that game. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Give on second to Kamara. Has a lane past the 45. Past the 35. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On play action, here's Williams. Flush out now to his left. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now here he goes again. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot. Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. They set up the screen here to Swift. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shock working from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And he has this to the opposing 35.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Shuck now on 1st down. Rolling left, buying some time. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Forced out to his right. Took off with it again. Broke through the tackle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
They've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Panther 60.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get 6 more on their early advantage.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kind of an unguide. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Williams on the play action. He lofts it deep left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. And that is the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Going to run again with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd down. Here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's 4th down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Let's go.
2nd down, it's another give to Kamara. He spins right by him. And have him gain up about a handful there. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I've told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row, Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Saints, 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. They're working a couple yards past the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 43. Buys time, rolling right.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down is just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Shuck. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Running right. It's Camaro. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
70 Lions.
Trying the air now. Here's Shuck. It's complete. This is Olave. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Chris Olave with a touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 18. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Smith to start the drive. Juke the defender. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears jump some of the lead off before the half. Deion Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. To throw, Shuck. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Shuck to throw. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't back long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman and got the kryptonite. Not even good actors. What's gonna be the house? Let's add up all the factors.
One last play before the break.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
The final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
What is going on?
Working from the gun, Williams. It's his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I mean, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, it's awesome with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On play action, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Let's see what they went with on third down. To throw is Williams. That's more of the catch out left. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here following the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Williams off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up.
The Saints are here, and it's blocked! And it'll come to an end as they touch him down.
There was some vulnerability right up the middle, a punter's nightmare, and that's exactly where they attacked. Pressure got through, got a straight shot at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. On the move, headed right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints push their lead to 18.
Bears 10.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tight end in motion left. 1st down, Williams. Want to get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Saints have the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Saints and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now following the turnover. Forced out to his right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Groupie to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead.
Bears 10. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready to run!
Williams will look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready to run!
Running with Swift out of the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Runasanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Ready to run!
Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's sack brings the offense to fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shuck. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Running behind center with Kamara. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Another run for Kamara. He finds space into the red zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
26-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
What is up?
Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. Short pickup to their own 31. Lante Taylor making the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
What is it?
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the fourth at a massive deficit. Third and just 2 to go.
What is on?
Now here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Saints grab it. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they can rip that ball away from you too.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Come on, set. Hut.
Here's a give inside to Camara. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Check up.
They stay on the ground with Camara. And they take this in for the score. The Saints are running them out of the building. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we gonna call this, other than simply splendid?
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints continue adding on to that lead.
Late Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears about set for their next possession. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Now, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many. Got to find a way to protect the rock.
What is up?
First down throw by Williams. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
What is up?
First down, Williams to throw. Connection made, Kyle Madunga. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
There's a screen now from Anunga. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
For a Chicago Bears.
To the air yet again, Williams. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Ready, set.
First down from the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Second and goal backed all the way up to the 14 here.
Ready, set.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Ready, set, hold on.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
A 30-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Start things off with a run by Kamara. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll take a knee. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
70 Lions. Ready, ready.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Go.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
Show them what we need.
take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Chicago.